Welcome. Welcome back to a special edition Saturday night main event with the Rock Boys. I'm your boy Dave CEO Coles.
Back again with another one. It's King Cole, King Matt. You already know what it is.
We the hardest working niggas in goddamn podcasts.
Nigga,
God
we just recorded another damn episode earlier today.
Bro.
No, mind you, I literally was at Kitty Empire before we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I went after we recorded. I went back after we recorded. I just watched this special.
Special.
He's in the tub right now, and I'm back up in the morning. You're up earlier than me, as we just established.
Yeah, but I ain't have to do all the running around you had to do today though. So you know what I mean, it's a little different.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Opening match. Hold on. Before we go to the opening match. Jesse Ventura did it again, spot on, perfect. If he does the rest of them for the rest of the year, I have no problem with it.
If he's just talking about just being commentary.
Yeah, yes.
I'm about to say I don't know if they're gonna have any more Saturday night main events. They got past they passed their grade dog period now. You know what I mean? I feel they passed that stage where they don't have to necessarily bring him back per se. They don't have to bring him back. I feel like they brought him back now just for nostalgia purposes because of the fact that they didn't have anything for 2 months, and it was kind of good to have him back for 2 months.
Nah, Jesse did a good job of getting night. I wasn't mad at it, not one bit.
I like how they had him featured throughout the night and not just on the match, and that was it.
Right. Well, they done that with the first one too. He was featured throughout the night as well. So getting his commentator. Shout out to my boy. My boy was there. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, made an appearance.
Okay, everybody got a price.
His outfit looked terrible.
I mean, everybody got a price.
For the $1 Million Man. So I was happy to see Ted DiBiase there. Arn Anderson was there. Telly Blunson was there. Mark Henry was there, of course. And I feel like I'm missing somebody else. But I think I named who?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, Hook'em Horns.
Hook'em Horns.
Hook'em Horns.
Mm-hmm.
Match number 1 started it off. Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. It was what we expected, honestly.
Yeah. First of all, I like the camera. I like how focused Nia came in. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
The look that she was given all the way down to the ring. She didn't touch a single sign. You know what I mean? This is exactly what
What?
This is what I want Sasha to do. You know what I mean? Okay. Nia Jax literally does not even get rattled by the crowd, and I fuck with it. When she wants to interact with him, kid, your mom sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she did last night. She literally eats the crowd up.
Nah, she did.
And she doesn't let them bother her. That's what Sasha needs to do. If she wants to be the CEO. CEO.
That's gimmick infringement. I want my money.
Oh, we know. But if you want to do that, then again, act like it. Hold yourself to that standard. Because the immovable force, the irresistible force that she calls herself, the annihilator herself, literally does what you should have did. Just stay quiet and not let the crowd pull you left and right. Every time you're at an autograph signing, or every time that they mention it, and mention WWE, it tears you up. Nia Jax, I'm happy you're back in the WWE. I'm happy that you improved on so many levels. Goes out to you.
Yeah. I agree with Matt. she definitely did a great job in the ring tonight. And overall, since she really came back, this has been her best push, and best ring work that she's been working. Nia is showing the bloodline is coming through. Point blank, period. She's a part of the bloodline. What? Why you make that face?
Because she not blood.
Man, listen. We already had this discussion. Some people blood, some people just should be
Around.
in the blood. Some people should be in the bloodline, and
I
she's one
mean,
of them. They acknowledge her as one of them, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
just because of Rock, Dwayne.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But back to this match.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley. This match was a great opener match, honestly.
High energy.
It was, high energy. The crowd was into it as well. Crowd was into this whole night. This San Antonio crowd was on edge the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea gets the win. Me and Matt both
Expected.
predicted that. Who predicted that? No, I was thinking we were gonna get an interference in this match.
It was clean.
It was a clean win.
That's one thing I will say about Saturday Night main events. They don't have any guest appearances. They should. They should have had surprises. Not enough surprises when it came to this. I mean, like, again, for all of the hype, all of the emotion that we put towards it and energy that we put towards the promotion of it, you could have gave a big surprise somewhere. Whether it could have tonight for sure, because again, next week's Rumble. If you would have did it tonight, it would have been perfect. It would have sold Rumble. It would have sold Monday. It would have sold Friday. It would have definitely got everybody prepared for what's to come this week. Granted, we all waiting to see what's going to happen this week anyway. But it's just for the simple fact that you would have gave a surprise and tune in because you're going to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Of course, with the announcing, with the Charlotte Flair announcement, with the whole Becky looming around, with the Alexa Bliss stuff floating around, and I'm going to be honest with you, with the Bella stuff floating around. As much as you may hate it, it was just a simple principle. It's like, you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You don't know what everything's looking like. And so it's always great to have a certain surprise, whether small or big. Jade, again, that's another surprise that can happen too, but no need for it tonight. But just those things that you want to look forward to, that you want to see develop this week.
Yeah, I agree. Just like you said, this show, it's been proven not to have surprises since they've been doing it. So I'm not like expecting it. They keep this more like in the ring focus. Whatever storyline they built to this night, they keep it towards that. Mm-hmm. And it's just pure. This is pure wrestling, in my opinion. This is more like a true wrestling show.
I agree.
So if we get a big surprise,
it may be what wrap the stories up sometimes.
Or ignite stories.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm saying, like, it could be the segue or the easier way to kind of wrap certain stories up, so therefore new programs start the following week. But I mean, it could also be the one that ignites the next week. I mean, either way, it's like we didn't necessarily get anything else other than what's in the ring. Like you said, it's a wrestling show. That's what kind they gave you. Excuse me.
Nah, they definitely did. But like we said, the match was a great match between them two. They did some great work. On to match number 2. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. This was a hard-hitting match.
As expected.
Matt texted me in the middle when Braun Breaker did that goddamn spear. Bro. Go ahead.
No. I'm just agreeing with you. I'm just nodding my head.
That was some shit, bro. I ain't seen one like that in a long time, bro.
Hey, it's what it was. Was it Christian or was it Rey Mysterio?
Something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Or you could just think about the time when when Shane McMahon did that shit and got nailed by Roman. Yeah. Those moments. Yeah.
Even my wife Even my wife was looking at the show. She's looked up, she seen the motherfucker. She said, "Ooh, that like it hurt. Yeah, that
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah,
hurt.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That hurt.
yeah,
That one
yeah,
hurt."
yeah, 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 yeah. That definitely, it left some bruised ribs.
Uh,
I
Matt
like.
predict Matt predicted Sheamus was going to win.
That's fine.
You wanted the nice. I mean, I understand what you was going for. You wanted to give Sheamus his just due, and I just didn't think they was going to do it tonight.
I mean, it would have made sense storyline purposes. Just for Braun Breaker to go to the Rumble to have a killer Rumble. Because again, he could have just went on a rampage like all week, just been spearing everybody. You know what I mean? But definitely, I still think he's going to have a good Rumble. I feel like they should have pulled the trigger on Sheamus for him having all these matches all like basically all month,
Right,
and Braun not really having much action. It kind of sold itself in a weird way. Like it was just like, why isn't he wrestling? Why
right.
are we just showing him on like ringside? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why. I mean, I'm not even mad at the fact that I lost out on that one. I mean, not necessarily lost out, but I was wrong on that one. That don't even really
Nah,
matter to
I
me.
mean that one, like you said, could have went either way. It
Yeah,
wasn't like a big. It wasn't a big upset that Braun won that match. Breaker won that match at all.
right.
It wasn't no big upset. I understand you wanted him to finally accomplish his goal, and they talk about it a lot, even on the commentaries of him trying to become that triple.
The Triple Crown. I mean, the
Yeah,
Grand Slam
Grand Slam,
champion.
yeah, him trying to become the Grand Slam champion. So I mean, we kind of understood that. I'm not like you say, I'm not mad about you, not mad about it. But, it is what it
Right,
is.
right.
Breaker looked good. Like you said, I do believe. If you can look it up right quick, what is Kane's record for the most eliminations in the Royal Rumble? I think Kane has the record, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was broken.
Okay, well, just let me know whenever you find it.
I
But
got you.
like you said, if they're gonna build him up and have him look very strong, that's the record they're probably gonna try to give him.
Mm-hmm.
Most eliminations in the Rumble. I thought Kane had it, but somebody else might have had it by now. I just remember last time it was Kane. Next. Oh my god. I did not like this segment. The contract signing.
Uh,
I didn't like it. Super
man.
cheesy. It was super cheesy. Since when does they take the belts away from the competitors the week before?
I mean, to put it on a ladder, you probably just had to, just for those purposes. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Shit was cheesy, bro.
Um, Only because of the fact it's like they want to make it to look kind of real in a way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, he's not gonna give up his title. Why would he give up his title? Or how they gonna get it out of Kevin Owens' hands? You know what I'm saying? You just think about it. It's not bad. It's not the worst way. It could be worse.
I mean, no, it it was pretty bad in my opinion. Um, Cody come out, stands up on the ladder, gets the whole. They want the money shot with him standing with the pyro. Cheesy, super
Yeah,
cheesy.
I felt like his entrance was hella long for no reason.
It was
Like,
right.
yeah, mind you, like I was downstairs while he was eating. I just had it I had it playing, so I hear it, but just like I just felt like I was hearing the song go on way longer than what I expected.
Yeah, for that for that not to be a match and drew that much
Right,
attention.
right.
It was.
Um, even like having like drawn it out was just kind of like, all right, man. Like, the leading Rumble elimination leader, Brock Lesnar, 13.
Oh, so he broke Kane's. Okay.
He broke Kane's record that year, 2020.
Oh, that's when he
Yeah,
eliminated
he
half
was a
the Rumble.
champion. He was a champion,
Yeah,
just taking
yeah.
people out.
Yeah, he
Um,
eliminated half the Rumble that year.
but Kane has the most ever at
Yeah, ever.
at 46.
I knew it was ever. I knew he had the most ever, and I knew he had the. At one point, he had the most in one
Yes, he
elimination.
did.
All right, so, ooh, if they give him that record, he got to win it. Shit.
Who?
if Breaker get close to that, they gotta let him win it.
Or they just compare him to a Brock. Or they try to match him up with a Gunther. Oh, you never know. But
No, you
none.
I don't
I
like that, bro.
mean, nah. I mean, Brock versus Braun Breaker is definitely not a bad one. Just let you know.
No, I'm not saying it's not a bad one. I'm not saying it's a bad one. I'm just not that interested in that. I don't want to see the battle of the spear.
He don't do a spear.
Okay, you know what I mean. Powerhouse moves and all that. I don't want to see that. Brock is not going to give you everything you want. No Diddy in that type of match, especially with a young guy. I don't think so.
Never know. Either way, what am I about to say? Good match.
What?
Good match between these two. And so I mean, definitely not mad how it went. Contract
No,
sign was ass though.
super ass.
As you say,
Yes.
it could have been there could have been more to it. It was definitely a regular SmackDown promo. Did they actually? I'm gonna be honest with you. Nick Aldis could have just did it. He could have just again had one sign, had them all come down in the ring and do that. We could have got another match in between.
They won
I'm not.
Shawn Michaels pop, bro.
They won them again at home. I get it. It's whatever. Like Sean usually isn't in San Antonio. He's usually in Florida. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it was good. It was good for that to happen. Cool. Granted, they could have used anybody. They could have used Mark Henry for I care.
It
Yeah,
probably wouldn't have been a bad one, honestly.
for
With the
nostalgia purposes, like
with the physicality that ended up happening later on.
exactly.
And when Sean lost his hat, he was very upset because everybody seen his ball spot.
Yeah, a world's strongest slam would actually look better
Than a super kick.
because we see a super kick regularly. But either way, again to have him do that would have been hard. Yeah.
Next match. Oh, before we get to the match.
Well, hold on. Before you get to your point, I was happy that this contract signing was not any later than what it was.
No, they did it at the right time in the middle of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Right after a good heavy hitting match, and right before another good heavy hitting match.
Mm-hmm.
So they placed that out beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving this, and I'm loving this, and I'm loving this. I like how this time, since Jacob was the wrestler, they let what's his name?
Tamatonga.
Yeah, Tom Matunga talk.
Yeah, put some
And
respect on his name.
he did not do bad at all.
Put some respect on his name. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and they let Jacob be Jacob again.
Yo. It's the fact that they pulled out the Godzilla vs King Kong promo was from MLW. It didn't matter. It fit the bill. What he said tonight fit the bill. I don't care if it was recycled or not.
Nah, it was perfect. It was perfect, bro.
The shot I loved was when they had him coming down the aisle,
Mm-hmm.
and they just get that zoom in shot. That focus right there was just perfect. His interaction with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Perfect. Y'all done woke up y'all done put a full moon out there in the island of Samoa. Cause that werewolf is there.
Um,
Bad motherfucker.
Tonight all the planets lined up, and I think it lined up in wrestling as well.
Oh. They did line up?
Mm-hmm.
That was tonight?
The 25th.
So I go outside and I see them all together?
That's what they telling you. I don't know. I ain't look up.
Okay. I mean, as long as I don't burn my eyes, I'm cool. But
yeah, so, and I believe the stars are lining up for this man, Jacob Fatu. This match was everything me and you thought it was going to be. Hard hitting, no Diddy.
Hold on.
Just
I'm gonna be right back.
just physicality. Um, having Jacob and Braun do their thing. I was shocked. I mean, I wasn't shocked. I thought we probably got a little bit more crazier spots, but I mean, the spots that we got were perfect. I actually like it. I actually wouldn't mind seeing this match again. With more time. I think if they had a little bit more time, we probably got a little bit more physicality. But especially with Braun Strowman getting a disqualification win, we definitely might see this match again. Maybe at Elimination Chamber or something. I don't know. Maybe Raw, SmackDown, something like that. I think them two deserve more time. I think they only got let me see. I think they only got maybe what? They only got like 9 minutes. I was saying, Matt, that would you want to see this match again?
Yeah. I think
One more time.
it's going to be a while. Cause I think it's sad to say it. It's really sad to say it. Braun is that stepping stone for monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And so with this happening and the way it happened, the fashion that it happened, Braun will be out for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, they only had 9 minutes, so I just believe that if they had longer, we could have got more crazier spots. Um,
That's not to say that it wouldn't be 9 minutes on a night. That's not to say that we wouldn't get that it would get like wilder, bloodier, gorier. No, this was a coming. It's a change of the guards type feel to the point where it's like he wore a garland to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Jacob is literally showing you Jacob that he's just getting started. And for that to go the way it did, I'm not mad at it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I did say that Jacob it'll probably be some type of disqualification.
you said a disqualification, but we was thinking maybe
An
solo,
interference,
yeah, solo or something like that. I mean, Braun won the match,
regardless.
so yeah. I mean, that's why I was saying I could see, I could probably see them going at it again because Jacob gonna want to get his win back and a non-disqualification match or something, or
You know what I think happens?
what's that?
Braun goes into the portal, goes to Raw. Braun goes into that portal and goes to Raw. Why? Because it's just like, what's the point of having Jacob pin him when Jacob just takes him out again? And store like, you know what I'm saying? I took you out to put you out onto Raw. Maybe that's after Rumble,
Right.
but I definitely don't see, like, if they do have it, like, now that I'm thinking about it, they might not have another match because of the two incidences now.
Okay.
Be right back.
Are you good? I understand what Matt's saying. I understand what Matt's saying about that. It makes sense, what he's saying because of the way the beatdown was. I just believe we might see that match again. He might be right though. It might be a little bit down the line, but I think, Jacob is going to want to get his, win back. Uh, so maybe we might see it, maybe after SummerSlam or before SummerSlam, Backlash or something like that. Yeah, that'd be a nice Backlash, yeah. Something like that, where Braun's trying to redeem himself and Jacob is looking for a win. But Jacob might be on his high horse even more by then. So, man, we'll see. Um, I won't wait for Matt to get back because I want to talk about Jacob. Definitely. Yeah, he had a couple spots in there that was very, very key for us to talk about. But right now, I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting us on the podcast journey, on the Rock Boys Network journey that me and Matt been going through. We got the nonsense. We got the Rock Boys Wrestling podcast, and we have the Cold Relationship podcast that I do with my wife. So I just thank everybody who's been, supporting us through this. Yeah. So, yeah. So I ain't want to finish talking about this match. I wanted to talk about this a little bit more because of the spots that Jacob had with the security guards.
Oh, yeah.
He's a madman.
First of all, he threw his damn chair,
To a chair.
and didn't care.
He had the Brock Lesnar not caring thing. Brock was super reckless.
Yeah.
He had that. I can't wait to see what more comes from him. I don't know. I can't wait to see what more.
Anarchy.
Yeah, for sure.
Madness.
He gotta have the right people with him.
I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I think Solo, again, I think it's going to be too much for Solo. I think it's going to happen with Solo. Again, I think when Solo decides to finally cut a promo, Jacob's going to take the mic from him.
In the middle of the promo?
In the middle of the promo.
Ooh, that's gonna be war. That's gonna be war.
Because again, you ain't been here. I'm just getting started. I've been holding us down. You failed. You lost. Every losses have consequences.
That was Solo words.
And right now, you about to pay him.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what more comes from Jacob. The main event of the night. Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Uso. Yeet. Yeet? Or no yeet?
Yeet. Hey, hey, yeet. Right, Ryan.
Yeet.
Jey Uso had the crowd going crazy. He had the crowd in the fence. You texted me and said, hold on, what did you text? What match was that, bro? What match did you text me about when you said is the crowd chanting Suplex City?
That was Sheamus and Braun
That was
Breaker.
Sheamus. Oh, okay, all right, okay. We'll talk about that after. Back to the main event: Jey Uso versus Gunther. I text Matt maybe towards the last 5 minutes of the match. I didn't feel like Jey was going to win.
Yeah.
Jey had hit too many power moves, and it just wasn't getting no reaction from from Gunther.
Yeah.
I just I don't know.
It was a spamming of the moves that I get would convince you otherwise that he wasn't going to win. But in all honesty, should they have did it? Yeah, they should have pulled the trigger. The way Jey had the crowd tonight, they should have pulled the trigger and let him win. It wouldn't have been a bad move. If I'm not, no, he's not from there. Never mind. I was thinking about where's Rikishi from, but obvious.
California.
Yeah, that's what I say. Obvious, clearly. But no, they definitely should have let him. They should have sent everybody home happy. You know what I mean? Not just build you up and just let you fall again. Because again, it's been a synonymous thing going around that Jey can't win the big one.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? And it's like for him to finally punch his ticket for the big title would have meant everything. Granted, at this rate, I would not be surprised if he won Money in the Bank. I would not be surprised if, you know what I'm saying, later on this year, he is a world champion. Why? Because the thing is, with that one, he can do it at any moment he wants. You know what I mean? He can do it by surprise. He can do it when they're down. And they can no longer say, he didn't punch his ticket the right way.
I like that. Them winning Money in the Bank will actually definitely be the perfect thing for him.
They didn't have him win it last year, and again, he was also on. He was the headline. I'm saying he was the headliner in the match for real.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I mean? He was the sole perp, like he was on the poster. He was on the poster for tonight. Just didn't get it. I feel like they need to start reaping the benefits of him doing that. I don't want to sound like Rikishi in a way, but it's just like, you know what I mean? I've been championing Jey since he became main event Jey Uso.
You have.
You know what I mean? And again, it's just for the fact it's like I don't want him to end his career with only being a tag team champ or intercontinental champ. I want him to get a big title. Again, for all the comparisons I give him to Jeff Hardy's success, you know what I'm saying, between those two and then being with the Hardys, I feel like it's due. It's time. You know what I mean? At least one of them. We're now both pushing both their singles careers. Let's be
Right.
honest.
They are.
It's a simple fact like we're calling Jimmy Big Jim. You know what I'm saying, on one show, and he's out here he's pushing no yeet. You got main event Jey Uso, who's been doing it for a long time now. Let's just say for over a year now. And it's the fact it's like merchandise. You know what I mean? The yeet movement. They're coming through the crowd. T-shirt, like I said, merch. What are we doing? We wasting time?
Yeah, I feel like if you don't capitalize on it eventually,
It's lightning in a bottle.
yeah, the fans is going to it's going to go dormant after a while. So you got to capitalize while it's hot eventually.
You don't want it to be, and again, not compare him to him, but it's just the push and everything like that. You don't want him to be an LA Knight.
Facts. Hell no. Hell no.
You don't. Granted, they're in two different stratospheres. I'm sorry, like, not to say that one's better than the other, but let's just be honest.
No, one is better than the other.
Of course, and so I mean, like, you don't want him to lose his edge. You don't want him to be a who's one that kind of lost it. You don't want to be a Finn Balor. Finn Balor, for all the champion, all the stuff that he was, all the things that he could have been, he lost it with one injury.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying? One injury changed the whole trajectory for Finn Balor. And it sucks. Because again, Finn could be so much more than what he has been presenting. We seen when he went back down to NXT, you know what I'm saying, and turned heel. You seen what he could do against a whole bunch of Triple H's babies. Let's be honest. Because Undisputed Era was still down there.
Facts.
Tommaso Ciampa was still down there. Keith Lee was still there. You know what I mean? And it's those superstars that it's like, you look at that class, you look at those superstars, you see where they are now. It's
right.
like, we definitely could have, and I mean, we brought Finn Balor back for a reason. Him and Kevin definitely deserve title reigns. Some type of title reign this year. But Jey deserves it the most, in my eyes.
I totally agree with you. I think Jey should get the heavyweight, the one that Gunther is holding, and I think Jimmy should get maybe like an intercontinental mid card title.
I feel like that's definitely going to be the route going forward. That Jimmy definitely gets a mid card. But I feel like, again, if Money in the Bank is on the docket for Jey, I go back into the storyline and say who he should cash in on. That being either Mr. Wreck Everybody himself
Woo!
or Cody.
I mean, Cookie Cutter still gonna have the belt. I don't want him to have the belt that long.
Roman? Bro, go ahead. There you go. Got it.
He was a little bit out of camera, but it's cool.
Yeah, camera. He got it.
Yeah, you too high.
He don't put up two. He don't put up two. Just put up one. Because we the ones, not the twos.
He'll learn. But so what did you think about this show tonight, bro? Overall,
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like again, I looked at tonight's show as a send home for
Rumble.
Yes, because I mean it's a send home. It's a bigger send home. It's a send home of the major plots. Because tomorrow you're probably getting all subplots. You're getting all I'm in the Rumble. You're getting all that tomorrow. I mean on Monday. You're getting all that on Friday. You're getting the brawls that they're going to have at the end of the show. You know what I mean? That type vibe. Except with Kevin and Cody, who's probably going to fight. You might get a Wyatt sighting this week.
We are, Matt.
You get me. Hell, obviously we're getting Goldberg on Monday.
Listen, okay, let's wrap this up and then we talk about Goldberg and get up out of here. This show overall, you give it a letter grade. Let's give it a letter grade. What you saying?
It's getting a B.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree with you. It's a B. Match of the night.
I mean,
toss up.
The toss up between Jacob and Braun, and then I really want to give it to Breaker and Sheamus.
Yeah, it's a toss up between them two for me as well. I think I'm gonna slight the edge to Sheamus and Breaker
because it was an actual match. It made to a contest.
Actually finished it. Yeah, finished the match. The main event is right there too, though, because
main event wasn't bad.
Yeah, the main event it did what it was supposed to do, but I say the match tonight I'm giving it to Breaker.
Hold on, before we start talking about the main event, Gunther they need to change the formula with Gunther.
What you mean?
If you remember back in the Rumble with the triple threat match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gunther gets beat up for the most part, and then all of a sudden he comes in and spams everything and wins.
Yeah, that's almost babyface-ish.
Very much.
Babyface, yeah. Very much. I understand. I got
but he comes in, does his power bombs, maybe one, maybe two, 1, 2, 3, clean. There's no struggle. There's no struggle. Again, once he hits his power bombs, all of a sudden it's over.
Yeah, the sympathy power bomb is over.
Granted, he done took like 3 different spears and a splash.
Yeah.
And he's kicking out 2. It's basically like he's no selling in a way.
He's no selling, but then when he gets the win, he almost looking like a weight just left his shoulders.
I mean, so winning by the skin of his teeth, maybe okay, fine, but it's just a fact. We've seen it before, and I feel like they need to push him a lot, do him a lot better, book him a lot better. But we've seen that before.
Yeah,
I just saying.
No, you said it. And shout out to the Saturday night's main event logo with the goddamn thing that came down the Raptors with the microphone. That was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. And Jesse the Body Ventura had a Public Enemy hat on. If y'all didn't realize that, had a Public Enemy hat on. Jesse always throwing out his subtle shots. Political.
Fight the power.
Yeah, fight the power. He letting y'all know.
Fight the power that beat.
All right, so Matt, you hinted on it a little bit. I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit because I know we talk more about it on Monday. William Goldberg is confirmed for Monday night.
My smell to crash out.
From you?
From you.
Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
It's a premature. It's premeditated. It's a premature one.
Yeah, I want to see what happens on Monday before I have a complete crash out. But the news of him being there, we're going to see where he's going, where his story is going. If it has anything to do with Gunther and anything with crazy mess you just said before we started this podcast, I'm gonna be highly upset.
About him declaring for the Rumble?
You ain't just say him declaring.
About him winning it.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man.
I mean, that's me trolling.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I'm not serious, but
Are you?
no, I'm not. But I will say, I mean, to hear him if he declares himself in the Rumble, do expect that Gunther take him out
And I built it to a match at Elimination
Elimination
Chamber.
Chamber. Elimination
Okay,
Chamber, because I
I ain't
will
mad at that.
I ain't gonna accept it Rumble.
You mean Mania?
I mean Mania. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna accept it at no Mania. Granted, it could just be he comes out Monday, sets it up for Saturday.
Okay,
They already had it build up. You think about it.
yeah, definitely did.
They already had it, and so I mean, for them just to cement it and just to put the needle in the coffin, put the nail in the coffin, is just tomorrow. I mean Monday night. That's all.
Yep. So, um, that being said, this was the Rock Boy special main event episode tonight. It's your boy Dave CO Coles.
Gotta make sure you do it in the camera. You gotta do one. Do a one. Do a one.
There you
There you go. And you know what you gotta say? You gotta say it loud.
Rob Boys.
Rock Boys Podcast.
Rob Boys Podcast.
With that, that's the way we ended the show. Holla at y'all. We holla at y'all Monday.